Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a little bit of a bag review slash what's in my bag with my new Nunoo Ellie bag. So cute. So I ordered this bag, I want to say about a week and a half ago, and I received it a couple days ago, and I've been using it every day since, so I can kind of gather my thoughts, feelings on everything about this bag, what I like, what I dislike, and then I could share it with you guys. So I originally saw this bag probably a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, during Copenhagen Fashion Week. Nunoo hosted a bunch of influencers, bloggers, that sort of thing in Copenhagen. They took them to events, they held breakfasts, and so I first saw these bags on the Instagram of Alyssa in the City. I'm a big fan of hers. Almost immediately I went to their Instagram page, so you can tell influencer marketing really does work on me. And I started taking a look around, seeing what bags they had to offer. The ones that really caught my eye were the they make this bag essentially in like this size, in like a lime green color, and it's super freaking cute, and I do still want it. But as that would probably fit maybe my lip gloss, I figured that may not be the best option. So I took a browse around on the Nunoo website, found this Ellie bag. For the first time in my life, I think I read the measurements, took out a measuring tape and figured out how big the bag would be. I think I'm becoming an adult, it's crazy. If you take a look on the Nunoo site and you are from Canada or the States, I believe there isn't a shipping option, or at least there wasn't one to Canada when I tried to order with them. So I sent an email to the Nunoo customer service asking if I could order the bag and pay extra for shipping if they would send it over here, all the way over to Canada. And they said yes, they would. And then they basically gave me a quote on what they thought the shipping would be, which worked out to be about $100. So I decided to think about the $100 shipping quote, see if it's something that I really did want and wanted to pay that much for shipping, because that obviously is a lot. But in the meantime, I was going to do a little bit more research. So I started searching these bags online. I found this boutique in London, I believe, called Wild Swans, was stocking some of the Nunoo bags, and they had this one right here, the one that I wanted. So I looked into them. They offered slightly cheaper shipping. I believe it was like 25 pounds, which converted to Canadian, that's less than $100 Canadian. So I was leaning towards ordering from Wild Swans just because cheaper shipping. I figured I'd keep looking around online, seeing where else I could buy the bags. And then I came across this website called Truva. So what Truva does is they basically pull images and stock from all these boutiques around. They don't physically take the stock, but they bring the photos together and they make this one website a very curated product, but they don't actually have to buy the product, if that makes sense. So for example, somebody orders something from Truva. Truva's like, hey, Wild Swans, someone placed an order for this item that you're selling. We're gonna take a cut of it for getting you the sale, but you need to ship this item to the customer. That's basically how that kind of thing works. So I was on the Truva website. They had Wild Swans. They had this Nunoo bag, and they offered free shipping for, I believe it was over like 250 Canadian, and this one was like 260 Canadian. So I was like, well, that's perfect. So I ended up ordering this bag from Truva. It actually came ridiculously fast. I don't think that's a Truva thing. I think that's more a Wild Swans thing. They use like UPS Express shipping, even worldwide. So I ordered the bag on a Friday, and on the Monday, I received an email from UPS being like, hey, you owe customs on the bag, which meant my bag was in Canada already. And I think that's the fastest shipping I've ever experienced. So I did pay 50 bucks on the bag for customs. So in total, the bag probably cost me about $3.20. Not bad. If it weren't for the major snowstorm that we just had in Toronto last week, I actually think I would have received the bag Tuesday morning. The snowstorm started on Tuesday, and then UPS put out like a statement saying that their deliveries were going to be all off and pushed back for this week just because the snowstorm was so bad. So I really do think that I would have received the bag on Tuesday. Unfortunately, it didn't come until Friday. But my God, getting something from the UK and getting it literally, ordering it on Friday, getting it the following Friday, that is so quick. So that's basically the story of how I got this bag, how I found the brand. So now let's get into a few more details, kind of the layout of the bag and what I am currently carrying in my bag. As you can see, it is a pretty good size bag, and this is actually the reason why I wanted the Ellie size. They do have 2 more sizes smaller than this one, but I wanted something that was still small enough but that I had the option of carrying a ton of stuff because I typically love to carry a ton of stuff in my bag. Okay, so let's go through it. So there's 2 small pockets on the very front. They're just very cute. In one pocket, I have my keys. Little California heart keychain that my friend Sarah got me when she went to California a few years ago. And in the other front pocket, a roll of dog poop bags because you never know when you need those. And then there's 2 larger compartment pockets. So there's the one main one and then there's the one kind of smaller one up here. This smaller one has like 2 zips that meet in the middle there. So inside there I have my small little bagoo bag for when this bag doesn't fit enough. I always like to keep a bagoo bag to throw everything else in. This is just like the smaller size, so it's almost like a purse size, but it's perfect if you're just grabbing small things or for your lunch. And then I also, in other small things, I also have this little tiny tube of glacebomb.com coconut flavor. And then that is that pocket there. And then there is the top pocket here, the main compartment. You can see I have that stuffed full. First thing I will show you guys is that it does come with an additional strap. So an additional crossbody strap, which is super handy. I love wearing bags crossbody, so that is great. The one shoulder strap though is a good length, like it is a comfortable shoulder strap, but if you wanted something crossbody, it's nice to hook on. So far, one of the things that I'm not crazy about with this bag is there's no separate little like jump hoop or anything attached to the bag to hook this onto. So I was looking at Instagram photos because when I first ordered the bag, I was like, wait, where do I put this? And I looked at Instagram photos to see that they just hook it onto this little strap here just by like clipping this on either side. And that's how you have it, and then you can kind of just let this other strap hang. In my opinion, while this is fine, I would have loved like an additional little, even just like right here, like another hoop that is a completely separate, so the 2 straps don't interfere with each other, because I do find as of now like they do interfere with each other just a little bit, and so I feel like that would have been an easy solution to kind of avoid that. But anyway, that is not a big deal at all. Then next in my bag I have my Yashica T5D film camera, my Marc Jacobs snapshot wallet, card holder, card wallet, I don't know. Pat got me this little guy for Christmas, very cute. A little travel size of Tylenol because you never know when you need that. A pen, this is the Muji pen. I only use this type of pen in my bullet journal, but I am so scared to death having this pen in my bag because it is like a pretty liquidy pen. I'm afraid that it's going to explode in my bag and ruin it essentially. So living life on the edge with this one. And then my actual bullet journal, which is, I want to say the highlight of this bag is that it comfortably and perfectly fits my bullet journal. The first thing I think I did when I opened this bag was grab my bullet journal to see if it fits, and it does. It's truly a beautiful thing. And my Gucci sunglasses. And that is all I have in here at the moment. Like I said, it is a newer bag, so you can usually expect to see receipts, bus transfers, and everything in the bottom of my bag, but because it is a little bit on the newer side, there's none yet. But in the main compartment, all the compartments are lined with like a canvas. There is like a leather, like a little slip pocket inside there, which is nice, good place to keep your wallet. And then on the other side, there is a like zip compartment, which is pretty sizable as well. It is a super spacious bag, and I'm actually surprised by how much I can fit in this bag, and I feel like I can still fit more. Like I don't think this is like stuffed to the brim by any means. So I'm really happy that I went with this size of bag rather than one of the smaller ones. One of the other things, I think there are 2 things in total that I don't love about this bag. One of them being like there's no hoops to connect the strap to, and the other one being the seaming in the leather. Now this is just me being a brat essentially, because there's really nothing wrong with it, but through the straps They're like these seams in the leather, obviously just sewing the two pieces of leather together. I just wish they weren't. I mean, it's fine. I just wish they weren't there. But it's nothing against this bag. That wouldn't be like a thing that would make me be like, oh, don't buy the bag. Because I love the bag. One of my favorite details about this bag is actually the studding on the strap here. It's just on the one shoulder strap, and it's just got little silver studs all over it. And I love that this bag is done with silver hardware, and like the zipper pulls, they're like quite large, silver, chunky, and I just think it's so cute. I, for the most part, almost always wear silver jewelry, so I feel like that this just kind of matches everything. And I really do like too how some of these seams are just raw, so instead of being like sewn in, they're just sewn out, so you see like the raw edge. And I think that's a really, really fun detail as well. I definitely had like a bum equipment bag when I was probably like 9. That looked very similar to this with like the 2 front pockets and like the 1 long strap. And I don't know what it is, but I just love like the kind of 90s vibe so much. And that it feels a little bit nostalgic for me. The quality of this bag so far has been very impressive. The leather is super, super soft, but feels quite durable. If you're prone to spills, like I am, maybe the white one isn't the best choice, but they've just released some new colors. Like there's a black patent one that I love, or like I was saying, the lime green one is super, super cool. But I do feel like this bag won't be super hard to clean or wipe down if need be anyway. So overall, my general consensus for this beautiful little bag, I would say, is 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think that's a pretty good rating. I mean, with my only issue being that it doesn't have the hoops to hook the long strap on, and the seams in the leather, which are really just like not make or break details, I would say. Yeah, I think that this is a great bag, and I think it deserves all those stars. I've literally like been treating this bag like a little baby. I'll get home and I'll just like sit it on the couch next to me, and I'll just like put it there, and Pat will be like, can you put your stuff away? And I'm like, it is away. What do you mean? It's just so beautiful. I just don't think I've ever been so in love with a bag. Anyways, that was my general review of the Nunoo Ellie bag. Please let me know if you have any questions about it, anything that I didn't address that you want to know more about, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.